Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Let's Play.
That was a gutsy move back there.
Well, I was desperate and, I just had to get away. I owe you a lot, Sonic. Sonic!
I'll head into the jungle.
What are you gonna do? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we're being hunted down by Eggman's mechs. So right now we're in Soliana's third hub world, which is, in my opinion, the most pointless and empty hub world in the entire game, and it pisses me off for a lot of reasons, but there's other times to get into that. It's now time to head into the second Sonic Elise level. This is Tropical Jungle. Definitely one of the most lush levels in the entire game. And I really do like the look of this level. I mean, especially when you're playing on an HD TV, everything really pops out. You know, the flowers, all the fauna, the foliage, whatever, how the hell you pronounce that, I'm not exactly sure. You know, it does look really nice on an HD TV. But that's not to say I like the level itself, though. I mean, there are multiple pathways you can get from point A to point B, especially in the later half of this stage. You know, like White Acropolis, Dusty Desert, and later on Kingdom Valley. But, you know, Tropical Jungle does have a lot of gimmicks that, you know, I'm not exactly a big fan of. And the biggest one here is the vine swinging. Because if you are not exact, and which I thought I was here, you will most likely or not fall to your death. In which case, you know, I don't even know why I'm emitting my shield here. I don't know why I'm delaying the inevitable. I might as well just let go of the R trigger and just fall to my doom, because when you're swinging on the vine, you have to wait until the bud glows in order to hit the jump button so you can get the maximum distance. If you are not precise, if you are not exact, you are not going anywhere, and in most cases, the vines are located above bottomless pits. So, you don't get it right the first time, you're going bye-bye. I hate that. It just, it bothers the hell out of me. You know, at this point, I really wish there was just, you know, since we're over, like, water anyway, when we can emit the shield to walk on top of the water, there should at least be a spring to launch us back up to the beginning of the section to at least give us another chance. But that's not the case here, and, you know, I don't like Tropical Jungle because of that. Well, I don't like the first half of Tropical Jungle, I should say. I do like Tropical Jungle's second half because of just the amount of ways you can get to the goal ring. You know, I like level design like that. You know, it's just the first half of the stage is it's a pain. It really is. And I look at sections like this where, you know, you're going through this half pipe incredibly fast, and it's times like this where I think they wanted the shield to be able to kill enemies without infecting you, because they're kind of encouraging you to hold down the R trigger to emit the shield so you can run right through the enemies. But most likely or not, you're gonna hit the enemies before they die completely, and you'll just lose rings because of it and break your pace. And again, it's like, is the rush development to blame for that? I'm not exactly sure. And here, it's actually this right here. It is the only time in the game that happens. That cinematic. Like, Tropical Jungle is like the only level in the game to do something like that. And I don't know. I kind of like this. I kind of would like to see each level have their own kind of cinematic in the level kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, what I was getting into, I was mentioning Tropical Jungle looking pretty good on an HD TV, but the game as a whole, I think, like on a high definition TV, does really pop out and everything is sharp and crisp. But there's one thing that bothers the hell out of me, and I was getting to earlier with some of the cutscenes, is how some of the shadows on the characters' models are rendered, because they look so, you know, pixelated and sharp and jaggy, and it's just not pleasant to look at. And in the cases with the character models themselves, if you're playing the game on like 720p or 1080p, you can actually look close on Sonic's spines or Shadow spines, and you can see the segments where the spines are actually connected to the head itself. It's incredibly distracting. But again, that's only if you're playing on a high definition TV. It's just, I'm so glad that's not unleashed in any other game after this. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you Tropical Jungle's second half is filled to the brim with all kinds of ways to get to the goal ring at the expense of speed. Look at all this. The second half of the Tropical Jungle is killing the shit out of the 360's processor. There is so much slowdown in this part of the stage. It's ridiculous. Still better than Adabat though. You know, Sonic Unleashed HD Adabat. We all know the part. You're boosting through the jungle area as you're running away from the robots that shoot lasers. The frame rate goes from like 30 to like 12, and it is incredibly glaring to look at. It is awful. And thankfully, I don't think it will ever get as bad as that ever again.
Looks like we've lost them.
I'll settle things here. Elise, you should go back to the castle.
Okay.
I'm sure Eggman won't kidnap you again. I guarantee it.
It's so beautiful. I've never seen so many flowers before. Sonic, have you visited many wonderful places before?
Yeah.
Once you defeat Eggman, you'll leave, won't you? Though I've been frightened many times, I've also enjoyed this adventure. It allowed me to be something other than a princess. I was able to be myself. A girl.
It sounds like being a princess isn't that easy.
It isn't sometimes, but I love this country.
The overly puppet animations bother the fuck out of me. Why is she continuously bobbing her head?
The same love my late father and mother had.
Don't cry, Elise. Become a strong queen who doesn't cry, no matter what happens.
It didn't look very loving to me.
And so, I do my best to protect my country. I understand everything my parents said to me now. Sonic, if you leave here to go on another adventure, remember this place.
Definitely.
This gloves made of leather?
Elise?
I'm fine. Sorry. I mustn't cry. I can't.
Elise, smile.
Ugh. That face bothers me.
Princess Elise, ruler of Soliana. By refusing to negotiate with me,
Hey nanny nanny nanny, hey nanny nanny nanny, hey nanny.
failure to do so on time will result in my leveling of this city so that nothing but ashes remain.
Miss Elise! I cannot allow harm to come to my people. Miss Elise! It is my duty as Princess of Soliana to go. There is no other choice.
Oh, come on, that's not the real reason. I wouldn't want to stand next to that girl either. Okay, so let's see. Sonic told Elise to go back to the castle. Eggman returns to the castle to kidnap Elise again. Who could have seen that coming? Oh, okay, but now that Princess Elise has been kidnapped by Eggman once again, she's back on the egg carrier. But we're now controlling Tails, and what better way to go attempt to save Princess Elise than by doing Wave Ocean again? Yes, the very next stage we're doing is Wave Ocean. Again, with Tails. Again. This is the ultimate example of padding. This is the most guilty example of padding. Why are we doing this again? Do we not remember the first time we did Wave Ocean, where our objective was the same fucking thing? We were trying to chase after the egg carrier to save Princess Elise. And now what is Tails doing? Chasing after the egg carrier to try and save Princess Elise in the exact same fucking stage. I mean, granted, the first half, the one we're going with Tails right now is he wasn't in technically, we're controlling Sonic, but it's the same stage. It's just such a waste of time. This is filler. This is nothing. This is nothing else but so. They couldn't fine tune anything else. They couldn't, for the sake of a rush development cycle, they couldn't, just omit the second run through of Wave Ocean for the sake of fine tuning other things. No, they have us go through Wave Ocean again with a character we've already played Wave Ocean with. I mean, because in Sonic, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic Heroes, all that jazz, technically you do go through the same stages with different characters, but they have their own individual stories. Tails is considered part of Sonic's story, so when you have to go through the same level again within the same character story, it's just unnecessary. It is really unnecessary. Yeah, Shadow and Silver also go through Wave Ocean later on down the road, but they have their own purpose. They have their own reasons for going in the Wave Ocean. But for Tails, it's the exact same fucking reason as the first time we're going to Wave Ocean. I cannot stress enough how much I hate this second run through of Wave Ocean. And if you look, after we pass through this whale section here, we're going to be going back to the section that we actually started playing as Tails in the first run through. Right here, actually. That we were already as Tails in this section. There is no need for this. And there's not the egg carrier is not even here. I don't see the egg carrier anywhere. In the sky, anywhere. No, nothing. There's nothing here. This is such a waste of time. Gotta calm down. This got an aneurysm. Alright, well, since this is essentially padding, Wave Ocean 2, the padding, wanna, just to apologize. Oh look, Tails actually has a winning animation. Okay, that's exact. Okay, then it all makes sense now. They had us go through Wave Ocean a second time to show that Tails actually does have a winning animation, but who cares? Who gives a fuck? You could have gave us that gold medal the first time, save us some time.
You've wasted so much of my time.
Thank you. Oh God, no.
If you had cooperated with me
I love you.
I wouldn't have had to do this.
What are you trying to do, Dr. Eggman? Why do you wish to revive the flames of disaster?
Didn't we already?
Did your parents ever disclose to you anything about Solaris? Solaris's secrets are in his eternal flames.
She already knows this.
His power can change time, and even manipulate the fabric of time itself.
That sounds redundant.
I wish to obtain this power, and dominate everything in this world. From the past, all the way to the future.
She already knows this.
To rule over time?
Yes, truly. And the secret... it remains dormant in you, Princess.
She already knows this. We already know this. We've already seen this scene before.
The Princess of Soliana and the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Once I have everything, the fate of the whole world will change. And one of the beautiful gems is just ahead.
Chaos Emerald located.
Finally. Now, let's go collect that Chaos Emerald.
See you guys for part 8.